Riot Games is suing Moonton, the creators of Mobile Legends Bang Bang, for ripping off their game League of Legends Wild Rift. Now, if that company name sounds familiar, it's because Riot previously tried to sue them for straight up ripping off League of Legends. They got a little bit of money for that, but they failed to shut the whole thing down, mainly because the company is based in China. Now though, they're trying again, and they've got a whole load of new evidence for us to look at. Let's get into it. Look, copyright infringement isn't cool, but you're going to be pretty amazed when you see what Riot is accusing these guys of. This kind of stuff does happen fairly often in the gaming industry, and it is kind of fascinating when it happens, so if you don't want to miss it in the future, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoyed the video, leave us a like. Cheers. Alright, so last year I made a video all about Riot suing Moonton for completely ripping off League of Legends. The game was released in 2016 and looks nearly identical to League of Legends. The art style, the UI, the minions, even the logos look like they've been straight up lifted from League.
Sometimes this company operates exactly one step behind Riot. Riot makes an auto chess game, Mobile Legends makes one as well. Riot decides to change the game's logo after their 10-year anniversary, and Mobile Legends changes their logo as well. They even have their own bootleg champion spotlights.
At the time, Riot had been working on Wild Rift, their own mobile version of League of Legends, so they were even more unhappy about all this. In 2017, they decided to sue Moonton, the company behind Mobile Legends. Their 44-page lawsuit alleged specific examples of champions being ripped off by Moonton, not just in Mobile Legends, but in another of Moonton's games called Magic Rush. Here you can see a comparison between Annie from League of Legends and Emily from Magic Rush. Both characters were little girls who deploy fire and pet monsters to destroy their enemies in battle, and that was just one of the examples. Now on the surface, this seemed like a pretty open and shut case, but there was one thing that stopped this from being a slam dunk for Riot. The suit was filed in California, and Moonton are a Chinese company. The California court said that because of this, they weren't the best ones to rule on the issue and suggested that Tencent, Riot's Chinese owners, take up the issue in China's legal system. Tencent sued the CEO of Moonton in China and were eventually awarded $2.9 million. Now that might sound like a lot, but Moonton are the second biggest gaming company in China. This was barely a scratch for them. After the lawsuit, Moonton were forced to remove Mobile Legends from Google Play. Now, you might think that would be the end of all this madness, but I have a question for you. If you were Moonton, how would you overcome this hurdle? Would you try and develop a new game? Would you overhaul the existing game? How about something far simpler? Re-releasing the game with two new words in the title: Bang Bang. That's right, Moonton released Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Basically the exact same game, only with more bang bang. And so here we are in 2022. Riot has launched a fresh lawsuit against Moonton in the Central District of California. They state their goal is to, quote, stop Moonton from continuing its deliberate and sustained campaign to free ride on Riot's highly valuable rights in the mobile video game League of Legends Wild Rift and related content. Riot go on to outline the similarities between the two games. They compare Ahri in League and Wild Rift to Mobile Legends Bang Bang's Guinevere. The same goes with Zac and the hilariously named Glue. There's even 3 of the Dark Cosmic skins compared with a character called Eve, and we return once more to the rip-offs of both League's old and new logos. After looking through it, my personal favourite is Mobile Legends Bang Bang's reimagining of Singed as a character called Roger. Yes, that's right, if the mad scientist Singe doesn't scare you enough in League or Arcane, can I introduce you to his even more terrifying cousin, Roger. Riot also provided an interesting screenshot of a fan of Mobile Legends Bang Bang asking Moonton to make a character similar to Seraphine in League, to which they responded that they'll pass the request on to their game developers to satisfy the fans' wishes. And if you thought the ripoff stayed in-game, well, you'd be wrong. Riot have also accused Moonton of copying their customized Wild Rift Night sneakers by releasing their own shoe promotion that features suspiciously similar gold font and design. It's honestly pretty laughable and damning stuff all round, but then again, it was when that similar suit was filed back in 2017. The difference now is that Riot have dedicated some pretty considerable page space here to argue why this case should be heard in California. You remember last time the California court said they had no real jurisdiction over this and suggested they take it to China. China has notoriously lax intellectual property laws, and so Riot's best shot is still to have the case heard in the US. And so in the lawsuit, they've laid out no less than 12 reasons why the case should be heard in California. They state that Moonton has a US division in California, that it hosts servers in the US, that its contracts with Apple and Google stem from the US, and notably that Moonton agreed to Riot's terms of service, which state that California will be the forum for any intellectual property disputes. Everything hinges on this. If Riot can prove that Moonton have enough business ties to the US that a California court has jurisdiction, it may go to trial there, and as much as I don't want to speculate, it could be hard for Moonton to wriggle out of this one. If successful, Riot are seeking financial damages, including all profits earned in the US, for an injunction to be placed on Moonton to stop them from doing this in the future, and for them to pay all Riot's legal costs. But at this point, I also wouldn't bet against Moonton either. Their entire business model seems to be based around wriggling out of a US court battle with Riot. They've been doing it for over 6 years now, but have they finally gone too far? Can Riot get them into a court of their choice? If they do, we'll be sure to let you know. Yeah, but it's almost, some of the stuff, it's like they're almost laughing at Riot. Do you know what I mean? Like, they could have called it anything, but it's like they're sort of taunting them. They're like, look, we know you know? Like, he's called Glue. Like, he's literally